And one. Hello, welcome to today. My name is Bryce Tubbs. With me today is Katia Javi. Okay, she's
Yes, you
very.
did it. You did
I did it. I
it.
almost messed it up, but I didn't. So she helps coaches, speakers, and service-based entrepreneurs to start and grow their business, through strategy and public speaking. She's very good at helping you with the fundamentals so that you have a greater chance of actually succeeding, and helping more people and actually growing a business.
That's
Is
right.
there anything else you'd like me to add to that, Katia?
No, I think you said it all. I walk the walk. I am a keynote speaker. I just actually got back from Italy in the midst of
Oh,
everything where I was giving a keynote in Rome. So I really preach and give talks everywhere to be able to get an infinite supply of leads and clients all over the world.
hmm. Interesting. That's cool. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that a little bit more about how to get on these different places to speak
Sure.
and really working that. So what were you doing before you got into coaching and speaking?
I actually was into the photojournalism industry. I am a published photojournalist under a totally different name. And I loved it and I breathed it, but I really realized then I love business as much as I love photojournalism. And when I saw then there was a huge need for a lot of artists who were amazing photographers, amazing at their trade, and not really knowing how to run a business, I kind of developed a method and kind of tried it on them and realized, and this is really what I wanted to do. Starting businesses is really my gift.
Okay. What about business do you like attracted you? I know it's like a lot, but what specifically do you like about it?
Well, I'm the daughter of two big entrepreneurs. My mom had two companies, and my dad had one company. So between the two of them, there was three companies, and that was a huge part of it. So I was bathed into it. And I came in the United States. I was just about 21, and I really wanted to have my own business. So I started into the beauty industry. And I realized that opening the businesses was really my strength. Like, how do we build the fundamentals? What do we have? And then from, just the hair salon, who were very successful, I expanded into spas.
Mm,
And really I realized, and then I thrived and finally went into what I've always wanted to do, which was photojournalism, and wanted to start businesses to help people to do that. So this is a little bit of my background.
okay, that's really cool. So who do you mainly work with now?
Driven people, like, they have to be driven. I am very I push people. I'm all about making it to six figure. So every month, my clients know then the 27th of the month they need to have a roadmap. We plan it together on what are going to be our numbers for next month. How are we going to achieve it? And so I really, this is kind of what I do. So I need to have very driven people. Coach a lot of coaches, a lot of speakers who already have a speech, who want to kind of expand on that, but who don't know how to get clients from it. And people in the service space. Like, I really don't have too many clients who are brick and mortar businesses. I have some, but they're not the majority.
Okay. So generally, like, what problems are people trying to solve when they work with you?
They don't have any clients. They don't know where to find them. They are not sure about the packages they offer. They don't know who is their ideal client. They don't know how to network properly. They don't know how to get on a stage, how to pitch themselves.
Oh, oh, that's interesting. How to get on the stage. Yeah, I usually don't deal with that aspect. That's cool. So let's say they're starting from scratch, right? Let's say that they understand what they're going to sell. So they already have a package created, but now they need to start getting clients. do you tell them to start online, or do you have them go to the stage
Never,
first?
never. Online is never first. It's all about connection. It's all about getting to know. And half of the time, if not 3/4 of the time, if not 100% of the time, they actually have packages who are so not targeted. They created packages and they spend a lot of time behind the computer in what I call this creating mode. And they're actually not out there making money generating activities. So the packages that they have, half of the time, if they can't find any client, I mean, they don't know who is their client. I mean, they are not sure of who's their ideal client, meaning, there's a problem there. So the package is created is not made for those people.
Interesting. So what is an example of a, I think you said a client generating activity in person they should do? So let's say that you help them create a package which has their ideal client in mind. Then what do? You tell them to go find those people, or how would you have them go about that?
Yeah, we create an entire plan on how to do that, together online. We go over all the details of their company, the details of what they do, and then I create for them a roadmap of where to find them.
Interesting. So what are, like, let's say that a person has been in business for 2 years or 3 years, but they never understood like the fundamentals. They may have one, or they may have 5 clients, but they're all serving like a different need, and all these people, they don't really have an ideal client figured out. What's the first thing that you do? So the first thing you do is the packages first, and then you develop the roadmap, or how would
you go back to the basics? Who's your ideal client?
How would they know? Like let's say that someone has a little bit of success, right? They're making like $2,000-$3,000 a month, and they're able to pay for their bills. How would they know they actually have a fundamentals problem?
They can't make more than that, and they're doing what I call the roller coaster of income. It's not consistent. No, I mean, there's not many people who have been in business for 3 years who have consistent $3,000 income and say, I have a problem. if they make that, then they don't have a problem. If they can be consistent every month.
Okay.
They will see a roller coaster. 1 month it can be 3,000, 1 month it's 0. And then we know that they have a fundamental problem. You have to be able to be consistent. Consistency is the key.
So one thing that I'm hearing a lot in the market right now is people are talking about like the roller coasters. They're like, it's a mindset thing. Your mindset's incorrect. That's the only thing you need to change, then your business is going to magically shoot up. How do you do you talk about that, or do you agree with that?
What do you think?
It depends, because I've seen it both ways. I've seen it where some people, like, they change their mindset, they do motivation, and it causes them to, take better action. But like there are some coaches that will fight you tooth and nail on that mindset versus business fundamentals.
I'm gonna share with you so I am very blunt. This is something then unstay, and this is it. I appeal to 50% of people. 50% of people are going to be like, oh my gosh, I want to work with her because she's going to get me results. And 50% of people are going to be, I really don't like how straightforward she is. But if you are passionate, you will, just that will not give you success in business. Mindset, just that will not give you success. Education only, nope. The right product, the right service, nope. You have, some people are going to tell you, you need to have a big social media presence. Just that? Nope. If you have a big following, nope. If you have a big email list, nope. And mindset is the same thing. No. It's hard work, it's hustle, it's your fundamental, it's having a company built on knowing who's your ideal client, what pain point do you fix, it's having a coach. I see so many people out there who are coaches and who don't have a coach. How can you expect being successful if you don't have a coach? I have 3 coaches.
Mm.
There's a reason why some coaches are really thriving and some others are just saying like, I'm just going to learn from YouTube. I'm going to learn from Google. I'm going to pick a little bit from everybody. And when you do that, you can't make your own style.
Mm. Can I ask you this question? So you have 3, right? Are they all like similar areas, or like,
No.
I was about to say, I feel like the coach would get a little annoyed with.
No, I have 3 different coaches. I have
What type of coaches?
I have one who's basically business, 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 business. Nothing else but business.
And then
I have one who's a parenting coach. Because in the midst of being an entrepreneur and being so busy and be successful, I need to remember how to be a good parent. And third, I have a speaking coach as well. Still. Different one than the one that I had 3 years ago. And this is it. Like, it's okay to have different coaches, like at each level, then we grow. Like for me, I take people to a couple of $100,000. I take them to the 6 figures, but really after $225,000, they're not mine anymore. I want them to go with another coach because this is not where I thrive. This is not my area of expertise. It's, after 200,000, I'm like, now you need to go into Facebook ad. You really need to go into heavy in marketing online. And this is not where I shine, so when you have when you have a good understanding of where you shine, you really can deliver to your client.
Okay. So, do you consider business and life to be similar or / intertwined?
Yes, very much so. Like what are your core values? My core, I live by core values. I live by ethics. I have rules. They're the same. I mean, I believe then, we don't have to apologize for being a winner just because there is a bunch of losers around us. And that is, true in life. It's true in business. It's true in friendships. It's true in many areas. I do believe then we have to work. I believe then, when I hear this work 2 hours a week and you will be successful, it's like lose 100 pounds in 30 days. Yeah, of course. Can you? Yes, if you starve yourself, probably. But, nobody can sustain that. And all these people who preach that, they didn't start that way. They started by hustling. They started they started by working, 50 hours a week.
Yeah. I mean, another reason why I think those methods aren't great, like when they talk about like the 2-hour work week, because like if you're starting out with that mentality, only want to work 2 hours a week, that's destined for failure because you don't even want to do what you're doing,
Yes and no. I mean, you can have this goal. I mean, each month I make my clients do what's your ideal day? What's your average day as an ideal? And for some of them, it's like, I only want to work like half. When we have a clear idea of what we want and the result, then we build the business around that, not the other way around. We don't build our life around the business. We build we look at what does our life want to be, and then let's go ahead and build the business around the kind of lifestyle that we want. Does that make sense?
It does. Yeah, it's interesting.
Like for me, I know I want to retire in Europe. This is where I'm from. I want to go back there. And I set up my entire business I want to work with I work mainly with American. I have a couple of foreign people, but my goal is really to do everything on Zoom. That way I can work with American, Europeans, and everybody anywhere. But I had to really have a clear idea of what I want in the future to be able to do that. I mean, if I was seeing people in person, that would be very hard for me to move to Europe. My business would tank in 10 years.
Yeah. Interesting. Where are you located out of now?
I am in North Carolina.
Okay.
What about you?
I'm in Ann Arbor, Michigan. Yeah.
Oh, you are Ann Arbor. I love Ann Arbor. I'm a dancer, and there's a very good Argentine tango community in Ann Arbor. There's actually a great festival.
Yeah. Yeah. I was about to go to a Latin festival in a couple days from now, but everything gets canceled.
Yes.
Yeah, they canceled a couple big ones. Well, I guess a lot of big ones. So it's interesting. I thought you were in. I thought you would be out of Europe because you were doing your speaking in Italy. I think you were talking about.
Yeah, I was. I just got back.
Uh, that's cool. So, how did you go about getting that speaking engagement if it's in a different country?
Well, that's truly what I teach. How do we put ourselves on other people's platform? How do we do this? How do we pitch ourselves? How do people look at our credential? And I mean, that's an entire coaching lesson on that. But this is, how do we pitch ourselves? What kind of email do we send? What kind of, that's what I give my clients. I give them a template. I teach them how to talk to event planner, how to find places to put yourself on stages. All of this is, I believe, is priceless.
Oh, great. Cool. So, do you have any new programs coming out or any special projects you're doing right now?
I do. I have a group. I actually have a group program. Then it's a 12.
So, do you have any special programs going on right now or any projects that you're working on, anything new?
Yes. So because of COVID-19, I am doing coaching first, just for 2 months. Usually it's, we sign a contract of a year or 6 months. Right now it's just 60 days. Let me help you for 60 days. And that is $4.97 a month. And we meet for twice a month for 30 minutes. There's a Facebook group. You have access to me through email, through text, and I give a challenge every Monday. So that's kind of the special right now, kind of to help people to, get out of the craziness right now and give them some strategy to be able to still operate during this crazy time. And I do have a 12-week program. The 12-week program is a group where we actually create your entire signature talk. We teach you how to pitch yourself, teach you how to, you get a template of your of the email that you need to send to event planners. And because right now I believe this is even more critical because there's so many things who are being deferred to the fall and to next year, I really believe that this time is the time to have a talk. And usually this is a $9.97, but because of COVID-19, we did a fire sale basically to help people out at $4.97. We take only 12 people in the group. And because this is, I want to be able to cater, and this is really hands-on. There is trainings, there is application where we create the talk together. There is, I have office hours, I have question and answers, and I don't let people fall through the crack. I think that's one of the best thing that I am about. Like, if you don't show up, I will call you, I take attendance, and I don't let people pay and not getting what they deserve.
Mm. Nice. Cool. Excellent. Cool. And then where can they go to find out more about you?
They can go on social media. So on LinkedIn, I am Katia Rave, Katia, Katia Rave, Rave. And I am on LinkedIn. I am on Facebook. I give so much content. Like right now, I have a series of business experts live every single day. And all those are free on Instagram, Katia Rave, the same. We really give great content every day. We post, we give value. So they can do that. And right now we're offering a 30-minute complimentary coaching where we ask people to come on the phone with me. 30 minutes, you bring me your number one challenge. I'll give you some tips and get you on the way. And that is, again, you can find all of that on my page,
Yes.
Katia Rave, or Business Strategy Studio.
Excellent. Excellent. Cool. So I really appreciate your time. I really appreciate you, coming on, and even with the technical difficulties and everything.
Yeah, that's okay. This is the fun part. This is where, we step up. This how are we using this time to see like what technology does, and how are we stepping up to the plate, right?
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Bryce, for having me. This was great.
Excellent. So thank you guys to the audience for watching this interview. I really appreciate you guys. So if you guys want more content and more interviews just like this, but people who are making moves in their business and actually growing, getting the fundamentals and moving towards, their goals and their dreams, I recommend you go check out the link either above or below this video to my free group called Uncapped Growth Strategies. Have a great day, guys. Talk to you soon. Hopefully you enjoyed watching as much as we enjoyed creating it. Take it easy.
Thank you.
And we're done in 3, 2, and 1.